Hey, good to see you. We're starting with a question I think a lot of people are wondering about these days. Should I consider a Roth conversion while I'm still working? Roth conversions can be one of the best strategies to create tax-free income in retirement, and that money can go tax-free indefinitely because Roth accounts don't have required minimum distributions. So, what are the key benefits of doing a Roth conversion while you're working versus retired?
Yeah, great question. And the earlier you start with your Roth IRAs, the better,
Yeah.
because time versus tax-free growth is a powerful combination. So the earlier you start is better. Roth IRAs grow tax deferred, and it's good to have Roth IRAs along with your tax deferred money and your your non-qualified investments, your after tax investments. So when it comes to income planning, you have more choices. Also, when you have Roth IRAs, it's going to lower the amount of your required minimum, and you'll have more flexibility in retirement, controlling the taxation on your Social Security. If you have a Roth IRA along with your tax deferred assets, gives you much more benefits. And the earlier you start, the better, because remember that money passes tax free to your children, and it's a powerful way to create generational wealth, basically.
Yeah, well, good said. Well said. What should we take into account then when considering our current tax bracket and how a conversion affects taxable income? This is a big one.
Yeah, I mean, right now we have historically low interest tax rates right now, historically. So this is the time to get busy as our deficit continues to rise each year.
Mhm.
We don't know where taxes are going to be in the future, but we do know historically they're low. So one thing you should consider is we have a progressive tax system. So remember, we all get a standard deduction, 16,000 to 33,000, single or married. Plus we have a progressive tax code. So let's say you're in the 24% tax bracket here. We see 197 before you get into the 32. At a minimum, I believe you should fill that tax bracket, that 24% tax bracket, with a Roth contribution or conversion. Now, remember, because it's a progressive tax system, you may be in the 24% tax bracket, but we look at the effective tax rate. And in being tax planners, along with investment advisors and having a tax practice, we focus in on what your effective tax rate is. And that's the tax that you pay on your total income, not just on that conversion. So most people, when they convert, they may be in the 24% tax bracket, but their effective rate is 16% on all their federal taxes. So there is a benefit of converting, even if you're in a 24 or 32% tax bracket, because you're not paying 32% on all of your income. So we explain that to people in detail so they can understand the benefits and see if it's worth converting or filling brackets each year.
It's definitely worth considering. And you bring up a good point too, that you don't have to convert all of it in one year. That's good to know. Are
Yes.
there any penalties or limitations when converting tax deferred to tax free before retiring?
Yeah, you definitely have to look at, as your income goes up, some of the credits that you get phased out. So
Mm,
if you still have children under 17 and you're getting that child tax credit, you may not want to convert, or you want to make sure what that effect of that conversion is going to do versus those credits that you get. You should absolutely consider that. Also, you have to remember, if you're under the age of 59 and a half and you take the interest out prior to that, you're going to be hit with a 10% penalty. The nice thing about Roth IRAs, and I do this for my kids, I'm telling them, do not do tax deferred, do 100% Roth IRAs. You can always get your principal out without a penalty or
yeah.
taxes before 59 and a half. So for young people, it's a wonderful tool to build long-term tax-free growth versus just deferring our taxes, possibly into a higher tax rates in the future, basically.
Yeah, good point. I certainly wish I had started my Roth accounts when I was in
Oh,
my
no.
20s.
If we only knew then what we know now,
I
right?
know. Well, that's why we do these videos, Pete, so that we can help educate everyone else. And like you mentioned, I know you specialize in strategic tax planning. There's no cookie cutter answer as to whether or not you should be doing a Roth conversion right now, but we should be considering it now because of our historically low tax rate. So if somebody wants to crunch the numbers with you, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, give us a call, 847-499-3342, or email me at pete@conwaytag.com. We will take your numbers, put it through our software so you have a complete understanding of the pros and cons of converting or not converting. And it's a specific case by case
Right.
situation. So come on in, we can help you out.
Great. Pete, thank you.
Hey, Erin, thank you so much.